Hi, happy Friday. This is my 100th vlog right here, right now. And I had some stuff planned out I wanted to talk about, but then something happened this morning, and I want to talk about this. Because I believe God puts people in connection with other people. And that's why my life is the way it is, because there are people that I've met who I value their friendships, I value their connections, and I met them in a random way through a TikTok post I did, or through a comedy show I was part of, or through a website I used to host, or stuff like that. And there are people that are very important in my life that I have found. This morning, I picked up an individual about 7 a.m. and he had clearly been out for a night on a cocaine bender. And younger guy, like I would say like 22, 23. And so I picked him up because he ordered a Lyft, or his friend ordered a Lyft for him, and he proceeded to apologize to me. And it was very obvious that he had just went through a night of this. And so I talked to him because for 2 years of my life, I had a really major cocaine addiction. And it's something I don't talk about a lot, but I struggled with cocaine addiction for about 2 years of my life. It was something that was introduced to me by a friend. It was something that because of where I was at in Iowa City, this is in Iowa City, I had access to it all the time. I didn't really pay for it ever. People always just gave it to me. And it turned into a real addiction problem. Lost an apartment over it. Lost several relationships over it. There's so many different things happened because of this addiction. And one day I just said, I don't want to do this anymore. And by the way, I've been very open to my family about this and told all my family, and well, most of my family knows. Well, I guess if they're watching this now, then now they know. But that was a big turning point in my life, because that's when I started taking responsibility for my own action. Up until that point, I'd always blamed everybody else for all the bad things that were happening in my life. And then one day I think there was a couple different things that happened, and it just made me stop doing it. I just stopped, cold turkey. It was rough, and I've had some health issues because of it. I totally believe there's some things that are wrong with me that were caused by my 2-year cocaine stint. And but I was able to overcome it. And one of the things I did was get away from those people that were enabling me. And that was a big thing, because you have friends. And if your friends can hang out with you and you can say, I don't want to do this, you don't have to judge your friends for doing it. But if you can say, I don't want to do this, and they're okay with you not doing it, then they're friends. But if they're going to pressure you into doing it, then they're not really friends. They're just trying to drag you down with them. So this individual, I had a long talk, and he's like, I've been trying to quit. I shouldn't have hung out with my friend tonight, but I did. And I was like, you know what? I believe that people meet for a reason. And I just want you to know that I had this go through my life, and I promise you that you're in the right direction, because you are admitting you have a problem. And if you can admit that you have a problem, then that's a big step, because the biggest thing about addiction is when people don't admit they have a problem. When you can accept you have a problem and you can admit you have a problem, then you're light years ahead of somebody that has an addiction that doesn't know they have a problem. So I talked to him, and I feel like we had some good words. He thanked me after the ride was done. I dropped him off, and I hope the best for him. I don't remember his name or anything like that, because it's private and whatever. Anyways, I wouldn't tell you guys if I did know his name, but and his friend had called a ride, so it was his friend's name on the thing. So Anyways, I had other things planned that I want to talk about, but I just want to talk about that because if you're struggling with something, just tell people that you're struggling with something. If something's going on in your life, don't be afraid to tell somebody. If that person feels burdened by knowing that stuff, then they're not really your friend. If that person wants to help you, or that person wants to at least listen to you, then they're a friend. I had a person in my family complain because when I was going through my major depression the past 2 years, this individual said to me, or said to a family member that I only text him when I'm sad. And he didn't like the fact that I only texted him when I was sad or my life was bad. So I just stopped texting him because there you go. I don't know what to do. I can't. I was in a bad and sad place in my life, and so I wasn't going to change that. So, but God has purpose for you guys, even if you don't believe in God. Whatever power you believe in has purpose, and you have friends. They are there. Sometimes you can get misled on who your friends are, but you find them out, and they're there for you. So I just want you to know, I want to say thank you to everybody, because like I said, this is my 100th vlog, and just more to come. Everything's getting better. Things, bucket list. I need to work on some more bucket list stuff. I have a good feeling about today that a miracle is going to happen. I have a good feeling about that, and that's going to change my weekend plans a lot, and I'm very happy about that. But I love you guys, and I wish nothing but the best for all of you, and happy Friday. Happy Friday.